Where do I begin with Trump tweets today? He's really just been kind of going nutso with his tweets. Going on about the Republicans having a last chance to do the right thing. Sleazy Adam, can't pronounce last name, to be honest. Totally biased congressman looking into Russia, spends all his time on television pushing the Dems lost excuse. Why aren't the committees investigating and of course our belligerent AG looking into the crooked Hillary's crimes in Russia? And I can go on. 1 year after the investigation with zero evidence, blah, blah, blah. Okay, first of all, 90% of what you say, Mr. Trump, ain't even true. Second of all, the only ones hooping and hollering about the whole Trump won, Hillary lost thing is Trump and his Trumpsters. And his Trumpsters are hooping and hollering about it because Trump is hooping and hollering about it. Okay? And you want to know the truth? Okay? In my opinion, this is just an opinion. Okay? In my opinion, if the Russians didn't interfere, Hillary would have won. And actually, technically, she won. Okay? But then I don't know that for sure because the Russians did interfere and Trump won. I want to let go of the past. Okay? Trump won. Cheated or not, he won. In my opinion, he cheated. He may or may not have won without cheating, but he cheated. Okay? This is my opinion. Something I'm entitled to. If you want to argue about it, hey, fine. Argue about it. I'm entitled to my opinion just as you're entitled to whatever opinion Trump gave you. Okay? Honestly, I think Trump's constant going back to Dems get over it, Hillary lost. Dems get over it, Hillary lost. Libs get over it, Hillary lost. I mean, a lot of the Republicans are not happy about what's going on is because if we can take the focus off the now and put it into what the Russians did then, it makes it easier for him to do whatever it is the Russians wanted him to do to begin with. And if you take a good look at what's going on, you may just be able to figure that out. Now, Trumpsters, let me tell you something. Apparently, you guys don't think facts count. Okay? I can understand you arguing over opinions if the opinion goes different than your opinion. And you so want your opinion to be right. But arguing over facts and saying that the facts is fake news, there is fake news out there. Don't get me wrong. It starts with Trump and Hannity. And I can go on, what's his name, Alex Jones. I mean, if you had any common sense whatsoever and you listen to Alex Jones stuff and you watch what he shows, you can tell that's fake news. And if anybody wants to, show me, blah, 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 what do you mean? Give me an example. I'm not going to. You know why? Because I already know from experiences, I can present all the facts in the world to you guys and you will turn your heads. Just because you do not like the facts does not make it any less true. Let me repeat this. Just because you do not like the facts does not make it any less true. There is a difference between an opinion and a fact. Okay? Here's a fact. An orange is a fruit that happens to have the same name as its color. That's a fact. An orange is a fruit that happens to have the same name as its colors. And until I get the facts on, was the color orange named after the fruit, or was the fruit named after the color orange, I can only state an opinion. I think the color came before the fruit. And until I get the facts on that, that's only opinion. And if I get the facts and the facts support my opinion, then it'll be a fact. If I get the facts and the facts no longer support my opinion, then it is not a fact. It is only an opinion that, if I was intelligent, once I found out the facts, would change my opinion. Is that clear? Okay. My opinion, due to the facts, based on the facts, not based on what I want it to be, not based on what Trump tells me to be, but based on the facts, is that there is a reason that Russia wanted Trump to win, wanted Trump to be president. And that is what's scary, because I think the reason has to do with the debt that Trump owes to Russia, and Russia is wanting him to repay it by somehow handing over America. Now, I'm not saying that we're about to become the Russian country, and for God's sake, I hope not. But I'm saying that there are certain things that Russia wants from America that Trump is already ready to hand over. How many things are there? And the longer we let this go, the longer we play around Trump's game of, oh, you Dems, you're just upset because Hillary lost. We're not the ones saying that. You guys are the ones saying that. The longer we play with that, the longer we give him time, the more he can hand over to the Russians. Well, you want to call it conspiracy theory. I really don't care. I'm going according to facts, and I'm basing my opinions on those facts. I hope I'm wrong. But Trump has been an expert at getting Trumpsters who are just going to grasp at every little thing he gives them and believe it. And getting you guys to believe that there is nothing going on with Russia, that this is all just a Democratic or liberal agenda to make Trump look bad. Look, we didn't want Trump to win for reasons, but he won. We're willing to accept that, and we're hoping that he's going to do the best for the country. But evidence shows that he isn't. And if you want to say what evidence, I would be more than willing to show it to you, except I am exhausted getting the evidence, showing it to you, only for you guys to come up with some kind of right-wing biased website, because that's not where I get my evidence. I could, but because somebody said so, that's the way it is. That's not evidence. I've seen your, oh, look at this website. Somebody said so, that's the way it is. No. I'm talking about, the associations that's been going on before then, blah, 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 blah. You don't want to believe it. If there was a mic there that when he talked to his Russian buddies, and there was total evidence with that mic, and he didn't know it was on, and we heard him handing over America, you would probably still turn your head. Here's another fact. It was Trump's son who said that they were talking with the Russians. Now, you might want to say, oh, we don't know. No, you're going according to the other stories that he's saying about the adoption, but he came right out and said that wasn't the reason he was there. He said it. Trump's son said it. Trump's son said he was there looking for him, colliding. And then all of a sudden, collusion is no longer illegal. Do you know what collusion is? It's a fraud. It's two or more people planning a fraud planning to deceive, a fraud against someone or more people. And when it comes to talking with a foreign country trying to get evidence, it is illegal. At least it was until Trump and his administration did it. You want to argue about it? I really don't give a damn. Okay? Because if you look at the things, Trump saw suddenly talking about pardoning himself and his family. If he is innocent, why would he do that? And if you want to believe the bull that, oh, just to get this whole Russian thing over with so he can do his job, if he's innocent, he wouldn't have to worry about it. If he's innocent, the easiest way to do that and have no suspicion on him whatsoever is to go ahead and have no problems with them looking at what's going on with the finances or trying to hide anything at all. Just, I'm open. Then he would be proven innocent and the whole thing would be over with. But believe what fairy tale you want. The scary thing is while we're running around actually giving him a bigger break than you would anybody else in the United States. Because of, we want to make sure, because the little Trumpsters are going to cry foul. We're giving him more time to do whatever it is that the Russians wanted him to do. So, maybe we should all start learning Russia.